Hello there, this is Mike Goldenberg with some Amulet Titan. So, I have a hand here with a turn 1 scout, and I can get an Ancient Stirrings from another land, so maybe if I draw untap land, it looks really doubtful that I'll be able to get Coalition Relic on turn 2, but a turn 3 Coalition Relic means a turn 4 Titan as long as I draw some lands, which I should with Stirrings. So I will keep this. It's not a perfect hand, but this hand is functional. Okay, this is a rough matchup. I mean, they can take our Titan right here, Summoner's Pact. I think it might be a smarter plan depending upon how many discard spells they have to take Stirrings here, because we do need access to more lands, and we do have the ramp online with the 2 scouts and the relic. But scouts are only good if you actually have lands in hand. So if our opponent takes the relic, then they could actually be on a Jund version and trying to grow their Tarmogoyf. If they take the Stirrings, it means they have potentially some removal spells for the scouts. And if they take the Pact, which I think is easy pick, then they're just trying to keep us off Titan. Okay, so they're taking the relic, which does represent 2 mana, which is a pretty big deal. I'm still on turn 1 scout. Amulet was a very good draw here. Okay. So this is Grixis Death Shadow. This is not a good matchup for us. So let's go Stirrings. Stubborn Denial. Okay. We need to draw Karoo land. I believe Grixis Death Shadow decks are running 3 Stubborn Denials main right now, so we only have to deal 2 more, and or maybe a Snapcaster. Overgrown Tomb. This is spicy. I think we might just get quickly out-resourced here. So I could Summoner's Pact for Azusa, play Azusa, and then play this Gemstone Mine, which would really just be replacing this one. So then I die on my upkeep. That doesn't seem great. So Overgrown Tomb. This is Sultai Shadow, which should actually be a much better matchup because I shouldn't have to worry about Timur Battle Rage. Maybe they have run something like Rancor. That's what I did when I ran some Sultai Shadow a while ago. Okay, Traverse. Sure. They want more land. It means they have the Shadow in hand and just wanted to shock down. If I had one more land in play, I would discard the Gemstone Mine, hope to top take a Karoo. But I think I actually need to discard the Pact here. think now I'm in a decent situation. So now I need to top deck a... Well, still a lot. Karoo land. Yeah, I think I'm just dead here. Because I need a Karoo land and a Summoner's Pact. I think I'm just dead to the Liliana. Walking Ballista would be a decent draw here. So... I guess my out right now is if my opponent ults Liliana, but ults her in a manner that I still get to keep 2 amulets in play. Okay. If there's a pile with 2 amulets in 1 land, I'm keeping that pile. Because if I top deck a Karoo land here, 2, 4, 5 mana. So I will sacrifice pile 1. And I have 2 draws based on the current board. Any Karoo land except for Boros Garrison, and I can win the game. Okay, well, that was close. I had 8 Karoos, so I had a decent chance to draw them, and if this was a Karoo here, I would have played it. I'd have had to bounce a Stronghold, but I would have gotten 2, 4, 6 mana, played a Titan, played another Titan, and done very well from that point. Couldn't give them all haste, though, but I could still at least get 3 Titans in play. So this matchup, I like Engineered Explosives, and they don't have Gurmag Angler, they have Goyf, so Academy Ruins is actually something I'm a big fan of. Tormod's Crypt is a possibility. Sigarda seems built for this matchup. And the 4-path also. So Reclamation Sage would be if they have something like a Damping Sphere, which they may have here. Cavern of Souls, I am expecting some Disdainful Strokes. I'm going to keep that in. Ghost Quarter is probably a cut. I don't like Pact of Negation here. I'm actually not a big fan of amulets against grindy decks. I don't think we need them very much. Walking Ballista seems like an extra win condition, which is always nice. So I was right about the Coalition Relic. They took it to grow a Tarmogoyf. I think this is what I want. I think with 3 Engineered Explosives, I don't have to worry as much about Tormod's Crypt. About a Damping Sphere, because I'm going to be putting Engineered Explosives potentially on 2 anyway. Although I could cut the Crossroad for the Rec Sage. I think I'll... What will they bring in? I think I'll do that. 27 lands is fine. I'll be on the play. Turn 1 Scout. removal spell and an explore. This is fine. This type of game, I really just need to stay alive long enough to be able to one-shot my opponent. They're probably taking the path here. That's the only way I really have of interacting with this hand. Explore. Okay, they want to try to slow me down a little bit. That is very interesting. Not interested in knocking my opponent to 13. I just don't really see any benefit there. Saving Karuz is a lot less important when you don't have amulets in your deck. Otherwise, that'd be a really strange player for anyone watching. EE on 1, so they're putting an EE just built around to take out my amulets, which I cut, and I only have one more scout in my entire deck. So that EE is kind of useless here. Perfect. We sideboarded correctly. We did it! So I can drop a Baloth right here, which seems pretty good. Oh, never mind, I cannot. I needed to play the Gemstone or the Cavern. Magic is hard. What I meant to do is hold up Path to Exile. That's the correct play. Okay. Sure. We are now safe from Liliana of the Veil. I'd be heavily surprised if we don't win this game. We kill the opponent in 2 hits. Okay, never mind. No longer 2 hits. Oh, they took out the Sanctuary instead of the Stronghold. That's interesting. So if we attack, they'll knock them down to 7. We'll effectively make their shadow a 6/6. I think it's fine. We'll chump block, draw something, and then win the game. Actually, we won't even chump block. We can easily take a huge hit here. So they do have access to reds. This is just reverse shadow. We just happen to see more of a blue version at the beginning. So they have 2 cards in hand. If those 2 cards are exactly Street Wraith into Street Wraith into Street Wraith into Street Wraith, well, our opponent's just dead at that point. But if it's exactly Street Wraith, TBR, They would have a 12-12. That'd be exactly 24 damage. Okay, they're just conceding. So, doing that math, you can see I'm definitely blocking here. Because if they have exactly Street Wraith into Street Wraith into TBR, I think it's my only way I can lose right there. And I like this up against them. So this is just Reverse Shadow. Didn't see the red before, so they definitely run TBR, which is very, very good against us. Lands over here, non-lands here. So we have 2 removal spells. We do have a turn 3 Azusa. I think this is fine. So cards we have to watch out for are... Yikes. No land. That's a rough opponent. Okay, they're discarding to hand size. I could play EE on 1 right here, but I don't know if EE on 2 is better, and I still have the path, so I'm just going to wait. Okay, they draw the land. Fortunately for me, it's a land that doesn't actually, unless they have Dismember, they can't kill Azusa here. I still have 2 plays left, so I'm going to go Gemstone Mine, Sanctuary. I do have 2 Gemstone for blue, so let's see what I want to grab here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available mana. So I want to grab a land that untaps so I can grab a Titan next turn. So with that being said, 1, 2, I was going to grab this Gemstone Mine, unpack it, have a path to deal with whatever threat they had, and then untap, play Gemstone Mine, get a Titan, and try and win the game from there. Alright, 1-0. A little lucky there with opponent keeping a no land hand, but hey, internet, YouTube, we did it. 1-0. I'll see you in the next one.